8 very classic philosophical short stories that are enlightening and thought-provoking to read. Story 1. An old man selling porcelain bowls walked down the road with a carrying pole. Suddenly, one of the bowls fell and shattered on the ground, but the old man didn't look back and continued walking. A passerby found it strange and asked, "Why don't you take a look when your bowl is broken?" The old man replied, "No matter how many times I look back, the bowl is still broken." This story tells us that we should learn to accept and let go of what is lost, because many things won't come back just because of our sorrow, and the outcome won't change. Story 2. A parrot met a crow. The caged parrot was comfortable, while the wild crow was free. The parrot envied the crow's freedom, and the crow envied the parrot's comfort. So, they decided to exchange places. The crow, now comfortable, became depressed and eventually died, as its owner was not pleased. The parrot, now free, couldn't survive independently and died of hunger. This story teaches us not to blindly envy others' happiness, as it may not be suitable for us. Instead of comparing, it's better to live our own lives and enjoy what we have. Story 3. The teacher asked, if someone is boiling water and halfway through realizes there's not enough firewood, what should he do? Some students suggested quickly finding more, while others said to borrow or buy more. The teacher said, "Why not pour out some water from the pot?" The students had an epiphany. This story tells us that in life, things don't always go as planned, and sometimes sacrifices lead to gains. Focus on what you truly care about and let go of the rest. Story 4. A cat and a pig were good friends. One day, the cat fell into a deep pit. The pig brought a rope, and the cat asked the pig to throw it down. The pig, not understanding, threw the entire bundle down. The cat, frustrated, said, "How am I supposed to climb up like this?" The pig replied, "Then what should I do?" The cat suggested holding one end of the rope. The pig jumped down, held the rope, and said, "Now you can climb." The cat cried, tears of happiness. This story tells us that some people may not be very smart, but they are worth having in your life. Story 5. An old monk asked a young monk, if one step forward means death and one step backward means doom, what would you do? The young monk replied without hesitation, "I would go sideways." This story tells us that there is always an alternative solution when faced with a dilemma in life. Story 6. On the first day, the little white rabbit went fishing and caught nothing. The same happened on the second day. On the third day, just as it arrived, a big fish jumped out of the river, shouting, "If you dare use carrots as bait again, I'll kill you." This story tells us that what you give is what you think the other person wants, not necessarily what they actually want. Understanding this is crucial, especially in relationships with children. Story 7. A poor man asked the Buddha, "Why am I so poor?" The Buddha said, "Because you haven't learned to give to others." The poor man asked, "But I have nothing to give." The Buddha explained that even someone with nothing can give 7 things: a smile, kind words, an open heart, positive looks, helpful actions, giving up a seat, and having a forgiving heart. This story teaches us not to dwell on meaningless calculations, but to give to others. The unexpected rewards might be wealth and happiness. Story 8. Someone asked a farmer, "Have you planted wheat?" The farmer replied, "No, I'm worried it won't rain." The person asked again, "Have you planted cotton then?" The farmer replied, "No, I'm worried insects will eat the cotton." The person asked once more, "So what have you planted?" The farmer said. "Nothing. I want to ensure safety." This story tells us that too many worries and overthinking can lead to inaction and failure. It's better to release ourselves, take bold steps, and try new things. These 8 short stories, though brief, are rich in life's philosophy. If you like them, don't forget to share them with your friends.